Yes, hello everyone and book lovers alike. Welcome to another enlightening discussion here in Reader's Magnet featured author interview. I'm your host, Red Sanchez, and with me is one of the Reader's Magnet featured authors, Mr. Russell Marlett. And he's the author of the book Commentaries on the Book of Wisdom. Hi, Russell. How are you doing today?
Fine, I'm doing well.
Well, I'm really excited to do this interview with you because I already saw one of your interview before with Frank, and it's really interesting. But for those who are watching us live right now, and I believe they haven't been able to know more about you, or they don't have any idea yet about you, can you tell us more about yourself, Russell?
Okay, I don't know where to start. I'm not going to go back to my birth, but uh, I worked. My work life was primarily in the automotive parts industry. What got me started on this book was number one, buying a piece of land in Colorado that turned out to
Mm,
be very lucrative, and we retired, bought a boat, and set sail and cruised for 3 years.
mm,
And during that period of time, I had a lot of literature. I really liked uh, some of the Eastern philosophers. I liked
mm.
some of the transcendentalists from the United States. I was brought up on
Okay.
the Bible, so I studied that. And over the 3 years that we lived on the boat, uh, as I read, I had a lot of time for reading. I'd sit in the cockpit and have a cup of coffee and read my manuscript. I saw a lot of similarities between uh, everything, all these people. And when we came back to the United States, by tradition, I've been a Methodist. We joined a Methodist church in Wimberley, Texas. I
Okay.
became a lay speaker. I became a teacher, class teacher. And in order to prepare, I had to study.
Wow.
So that's where a lot of the things came from that are in the book. But the book is not devoted to just one religion. It's covers a broad spectrum of philosophical thought, religious thought.
Wow. And this book somehow I know there's gonna be a lot that our people or audience can learn from this book, but when did you realize that you wanna write this book and publish this and or things like that?
You know, to be honest with you, this thing started out as a novel, believe it or not. And my inclination is toward toward humor and a little bit of sarcasm and things like that. And so it wasn't turning out to be anything that anybody would be inspired by. And so I just let it lay fallow for a number of years. And I came up somewhere along the line with a phrase that I like when I think about how things began, uh, all this mess, the universe and everything. And I came up with the phrase, before there was time, there was nothing. And I like that. And I built it from there. And but taking ideas, taking concepts from the Bible, from Emerson, from Lao Tse, the Chinese philosopher, from Buddha, and several others, I found a similarity. And I tried to, well, actually, didn't try, I did, uh, put the similarities all into, in other words, similarities from 4 or 5 different philosophies, religions, whatever, in one sentence. And so that's what we have. We have 32 verses that encompass the concepts and teachings of many, not just one teacher, not just one religion, not just one philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
and I like it. I used it for my study, and then I decided, well, what the heck? Let's try to get this thing out. And
Right.
so I built a story around it. Now, one of the things I did, I put some naughty words in the first part of the story, but
Okay.
that just uh, was the character. My character, that was his personality, and he had after he read the Book of Wisdom and the commentaries, he changed completely, and the last chapter is his life after having read this. But no, I enjoyed putting the story together. If I had not put a story with it, it would be 32 pages, and that was a pamphlet and not a book.
Exactly. Well, commentaries on the Book of Wisdom. Who decided, or how did you come up with that kind of title, or did someone recommended that to you?
No, I let my ego go wild, and I called what I wrote the Book of Wisdom, and then because I had commentaries on each of the 32 verses, I just said commentaries on the Book of Wisdom.
Well, that's good enough, and I mean creative enough. But how do you think this book will affect the way of life of someone else, or a reader that would actually get this book?
Well, it won't affect them at all if they don't read it and then think about it. It's a think about book because just reading, well, it's like the Bible. Just reading scripture, you don't get the message. And
Okay.
this is something that if you put these principles to work in your life, and if you understand what life is being described as in these principles, if you do that, I think you'll have a pretty happy and successful life. It'll take a little work.
That's good. And I believe you have a copy of that book right now.
Yes, I do. You want to see it? I tell you what, the publisher did this cover, and to my way of thinking, it's beautiful. I'll just put it up there so you can see it.
Oh wow. Okay. That looks good.
Oh yeah, I think it's fine.
Is that you who also planned for that cover, or I mean, I know that the publisher are the one that actually, created that, but who came up with that kind of idea for the
I,
cover?
I gave them input on it.
Hmm.
One of the things that's in this book, one of the hooks is a chest, an old chest, and the narrator of the story tells about how when a child, how he was as a child exposed to that chest, but he was forbidden to even go up where it was without being accompanied by an adult. And in his mind, the mind of a child, he uh, imagined, he just built all sorts of things in there, but just knew that there was a treasure in there that would set him free. And he described a life, unhappy life with family life and uh, job life and everything else. And so when he had the opportunity to go and open this chest or go into the attic where the chest was stored, uh, he was excited because he just knew in his mind that he would have enough money. He could even, leave his family and go off on a life of his own. And he was badly disappointed when he found out that there wasn't any treasure in the chest except an envelope, and the envelope contained a story of one of his relatives who went to sea, and in a jungle hut in Guatemala was he encountered a spirit or some being who, I mean, very mysterious, who dictated the Book of Wisdom to him and the commentaries. And the book ends with his revelation that he is now a very happy person, a productive person, and a person who can love and be loved.
That's true. I mean, who else doesn't want a wisdom, right, to themselves? But anyway, I do believe our readers might be definitely are now interested in checking out or buying this book. Where can they get a copy of your book, Russell?
I've been told, I know Amazon has it, and so does Barnes and Noble.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it, the book has just been published, so I don't know about distribution to retailers yet.
Mm-hmm. But can they order directly, like just in case they want to contact you? Can they get a copy from you directly?
Not from me. They'd have to go to Barnes and Noble or Amazon.
I
Uh,
see. Hmm. So there you go, guys. And if you want to get a copy of this book, "Commentaries on the Book of Wisdom" by Mr. Russell Marlett, you can check it out in Amazon, Barnes and Noble. Those are some of the major retailers out there for books. I would like to also ask you this, Mr. Marlett. Like, what else you can share to those who are watching us live right now? What else you can share to them when you hear the word wisdom?
when I hear the word wisdom,
Yes.
it's a scary word because people back away from it. They think anybody's going to talk about wisdom is going to bore them to death. Uh, no, wisdom is just the ability to take knowledge and know how to use it to make your life better, as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly. And any words of wisdom as well for those who are watching us live right now.
Well, I tell you what, I'd like to be a little facetious and tell you readers or your listeners that you'd be really smart and happy if you buy the book and read it. But no, I just want to wish everybody a good life and let them realize that the more they do for other people, the things that they want done for themselves, the happier and more productive their life will be.
Wow, that's a very powerful message, and I believe we all know that's how we should live our life, right? But anyway, thank you so much, Russell. I wish I can extend our conversation today, and I really need to learn more about this book. But I'll probably just gonna get a copy of this, and so that I can get more insight or information about this book, commentaries on the Book of Wisdom, and again. To those who are watching us live right now, grab a copy of Mr.
Can I break in just a minute?
Yeah, sure.
I've got a story to share, and it was
Yeah.
a story that was told to me by someone else who
Mm-hmm.
had a copy of the book and was in a work situation. And the book copy was just lying around, and there was one individual. He was not, he was somebody like a runner or whatever. And he
Mm-hmm.
was a miserable person. And they said that this kid picked up the book and he read it and he started started his personality changed. He started being a positive person, a happy person, and he was getting along with everybody. Where he was probably on the verge of getting fired if he persisted in being a little obnoxious.
Wow. And this person still kind of like did he try to reach you out or still kind of like connect with you?
No, he did not, because his one of his coworkers was the one who told me about it, and said
Mm.
it was just amazing.
Well, that's an amazing story that you actually share to those who are watching us live right now. And, I guess it's not just that person that will actually get some kind of wisdom after reading this book. There's a lot more out there that need this kind of book. And I don't want you guys to kind of think twice about it. Just get a copy. It's an easy to read book. There's only few pages in there, and it's not gonna take you a week to finish that. probably an hour, you know. But thank you again, Russell, for your time. I would like to, also invite everyone. Maybe you can invite everyone for your upcoming shows or events.
Do you know what I was scheduled to be at the what is it, the Readers something or other in New York, but because of a health situation, I cannot attend. But my books are going to be there with my autograph on it, so
Wow.
we'll have that much going.
Well, thank you again, Russell, for your time. It's an honor for me to do this interview with you today.
Well, I appreciate it very much. It's an honor for me to be interviewed. I guarantee you that.
Oh, thank you. And as we say it here with Reader's Magnet, we share your story with the world. Goodbye.
Adios.